just making this video just to make a quick one, get it out quick. Was gonna do this bike a little later, but I had a kind of an accident, and yeah, I was trying to get something down up here and swap something out, and when I was doing that, it was like dominoes, boom, 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 boom. They all fell down on all these parts, and my gut, and I was so sick. I was like, oh man, oh man, but it wasn't anything I was doing for anybody else, so that's good on that end. But I ended up putting them all back up, and I zip tied each one of them this time around the hooks. It's that way, even if one tries to drag it down, it ain't gonna work. It's just gonna freaking hang there. I put 3 or 4 on each one, front and rear. I think it was 4 zip ties on each wheel, except for this one on the end, because that's going to be a project that's going to be coming up probably after this one right here. Actually, that's probably going to be a little bit longer project. It's going to be kind of like the one right there. I'm waiting on a sissy bar. You can barely see it, the tanker, but it's covered up. That didn't get damaged, thank God. It was sitting there. Nothing landed on it. Everything landed like damn near in the same spot. So I was lucky on that. No bikes. Only one bike took damage, and I'm kind of sick about it and upset because it's like an original from 1952. It was, or no, 48. It was clean, and yeah, 1948. And you can see right here the rear fender, and I think, yeah, the rear fender took some damage right there, and right here there's a nice sized dent. You can see it. But yeah, that was 1948. Man, a little sick. So man, that's probably like a $300-400 bike, maybe more. But yeah, so we're gonna get this. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, what? What are you gonna do with that? Yeah, you guys see my black Roadmaster. This is the red one. You can see this long chain right here I got. Now this plane is 2, but this is the chain that's gonna go on this bike. I want to make sure I had enough of it because I tried to put this on another bike before, and the chain was too short, so I ended up buying another one. So now I got 2 now, and we're gonna try to link those together. And there's some of the parts that I got for it. I got the white walls with the red lines, OG tires. Got some F&R 144 spoke rims. Got some pedals here, the single twist, I think that's what it's called, or double flat twist. I always forget these ones, double flat twist. So if I call it just sissy twist, that's what I think whenever I see like an old school lowrider, the sissy bars on the back. I established that with like sissy bar, sissy twist, but that ain't what it is. So just know that now if I say that. So this is a double flat twist, and then I got these. I want to get one that's out of the bag here. Let's see. All right, I got these. This is gonna be a surgery though, so basically I'm gonna have to drill out these holes right here. I'll drill them from the other side to put these in. I don't feel like cleaning those ones up, the ones that are on here, and I don't really like it, and I want to put more lowrider style to it, so I'm gonna do these. I got 2 for each wheel, and then I also want to what else? I'm gonna change out the handlebars, but they're not getting changed out to anything too crazy. I set them down somewhere. I thought they were in this bucket, but maybe they ain't. Yeah, they are. They're so small you can't even really see them. I didn't want to do nothing too crazy. I still want to keep it kind of original. So I got this. I think it's kind of rare. I haven't seen too many of them out there, but it's like an original, like style almost of this handlebar, but in a twist. You can see it right there. Looks like a Schwinn kind of style handlebar. So I wanted that, something different, unique. Anytime I build a new like lowrider style, I'm gonna try to do like obviously something totally different than I've done before, and I want to use different parts if I can, and if they're available, and if I like them. It's got to be a combination of all of it. So a lot of people are like, "You're gonna do what to that?" Yeah, I'm gonna. This one was a lot dirtier than the black one. You can see all the rust on all this, and these tires look pretty nice. So I'll probably save the tires, and I'll probably save these rims, put them over somewhere. I won't throw probably any of this stuff away other than the chain. But I'm not going to repaint it. I'm just going to clean it up really good. Try to get all the rust off. Drill out the fender braces. I'll probably do, I'm trying to see at the back. Yeah, I'll probably do the back first maybe. Or no, I'll do the front first, because I can probably fix this regardless either way. I'll probably do the front first. And then I don't have any hardware, so I'll probably look for some cool stuff to put in here instead of buying hardware, because hardware, it ain't cheap, and honestly for the price that they want for it, I can get some cool decoration pieces here that are threaded with bolts and nuts and just put them in there and shave them down, and I'll have something cool to go there. I'd rather do that route. I know it's like, support F&R or whoever, but I don't want normal screws, and normally you'd probably change them out anyways. I may change the seat, but I don't know. I'll have to see what kind of seat post that is. I honestly didn't plan on changing the seat, but I still might. And I can just use the the grips that I got later. I'll show you the grips I got. They actually just fell out of the bag. Shit. These are the grips I got to match that seat. I was gonna keep the seat. I still might, but honestly, I'm feeling like, I know a lot of people will be like, because I've done it before, but I'm feeling like possibly, I don't think I'm gonna do a banana seat. I think I'll do a cruiser. Yeah, I'm gonna do a cruiser seat, but I want that velvet red, I think, and then do the suede red, and then do the suede red handle grips. I think I might end up doing that. I don't know. I ain't gonna say I wasted this money, because I can use this on something else, definitely. I don't know. I got plenty of projects in the work, but the leather's kind of, and if I take that seat off, take this off, hey, there might be something down the line. I can definitely use it on something old school. Actually, you know what? I think I got a bike out in the shed right now that I can use, a yellow one. I could probably put this stuff on and redo something with it. I might even the seat, so I might do that. I'm trying to see what else is in my box down here. I got some other goodies I really don't want to show, but you see some shorts, like this little antenna piece. This is for this bike. You guys seen it in a short. I think I was listening to I can't remember. It's like the Sinatra of Mexico. I forget his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't want to butcher it. I always butcher it. I call him Victor, but I always butcher it. Yeah. So I was thinking about putting this like up in here, if I can drill it out right. But if I can, I'm not going to, because it's got like a line that creases down there, so that's going to be really hard. So I might just put it like on top of this light or something. I could probably definitely drill a hole in that and mount it in there. I'd have to see what guts and components are in there, but yeah, this is going to get mounted somewhere on the front of the bike, like a I don't even call it like a logo, like, you know how Cadillacs had that little logo up. Yeah, so I might do that. And I'm trying to see what else I got in here. I don't got too much for this bike, because I didn't plan on doing too much, but you know, I got the rims. That's a big piece. I got the rims, pedals. I might end up changing the crank out. I'll have to look at it. I really like that sprocket though, but yeah, I don't know. I'm really stuck out to think. Definitely the kickstand, because it's rusty and crusty pretty bad. So I'm gonna measure that kickstand out and then try to possibly get that. So we'll cut this video short. I don't know when I'm gonna post it. Probably pretty soon. Like just this little short introduction, but I am going to be probably working on this, and simply just because all those bikes fell, and I'm waiting to get rid of this stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm probably going to put it on Facebook. I said something to my brother-in-law today. They were over for Christmas and all that, but he didn't really say nothing to bring it back up, so he might be bullshitting me, or they just don't have the room cleaned out in the garage. He's got a garage like me, so I throw stuff in it. And yeah. So I ended up getting a welding table. I'll have to post that up. Christmas. It ain't here yet. I ordered it late. I got the money, then I ordered it. And then I got this plasma cutter over here. And I ordered a plasma top to hook to that welding table to cut, but I don't know when that's going to show up. It looks like it's coming in from a boat. So, yeah. So, I guess we're just going to hang it up in there, and I might end up making a video on this, seeing how hard this son of a bitch is to get together, because I've seen a couple people having issues with these. I think it was Outlaw or something. Yeah, I probably butchered his name. I'm really bad at remembering names. But yeah, I might pop that chain off and then see how long this is. I might make it a little bit longer of a video just for the initial start. So we might not cut it off right here. So keep watching. Alright, you guys can see right there, this olive chain is not long enough. Not for a 26, and probably 20-inch chain. This is the longest chain that they sell. I think it's 116 lengths or something like that. So yeah, it's not gonna work. You're gonna have to get like the full size length, and then maybe whatever their smallest length is, because you're only missing maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 lengths. So just know that. I know I'm out of breath. I was on my knees trying to straighten this shit out as much as I could. You can see I'm giving a little bit more to the chrome chain, and it's still out short. So yeah, you're gonna need to get another chain if you're gonna do these. All right. So you guys see that? So I'm gonna probably end up just getting the tires off for right now, because I don't plan on taking everything off of this bike. Honestly, I'll have to take the chain guard off, the pedals. I might even investigate the crank. I kind of like that crank though. It's unique. It's style to the bike. The sprocket is. So I might end up keeping that, and then I might have to investigate on if a lowrider kickstand will work with this one. I'll have to look. It kind of looks like it will. Just a bolt. Like if I have to take that bolt out and remount the middle of the lowrider one, I will. I'll have to look at some of my kickstands. I got one kickstand I broke and I never replaced it. I gotta replace it. It's for the wing bike, and a lot of them don't got kickstands right now because, like I said, I gotta complete them completely before I get the kickstand. I want to make sure there's low. This one I can do. I can just measure it and order it because I'm not gonna lower it. The forks are staying the way they are and all that. So let's just go ahead. I might have to take. I don't know. I'm thinking. I may have to take the fenders off, but I don't want to. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. So if I can drill them in there while they're on the bike, I'm going to do that. This back one don't look too bad. But I got to figure out this. I was kind of wanting to take one of those sissy bars and maybe bend it, but I don't think it's going to be long enough to do that. I'm probably just going to have to. I want to retain this style, though, but I could just. See how it's hooked up right here? I mean, I could cut my sissy bar and just kind of bring it straight to right there. And this just screws off, so that might be what I'll do with that rear one. I might make it in 2 pieces and cut it, and then just kind of try to twist it into this way. Yeah, that sounds kind of good. I'll have to see if there's enough material. I think I'll be able to twist it as long as I don't crack the chrome too much. You can crack chrome. All right, let's get these wheels off, I guess. All right, I want to step in before I get too far. All right, so basically what's going on now is I've had to, these rims weren't just, yeah, you can see right there. These rims weren't just plug and play, and neither were all these parts. So basically what I had to do was, let me get this off right here. It's on there pretty tight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it one-handed, so hang on. All right, so basically I had to take a file and just open this up a little bit. I don't know if it was the paint or if it was just jagged. It wouldn't let it go set in straight. The axles on the other rims look slightly smaller, the threads do. So I mean, I could have ground the threads down on the rims, but I didn't want to do that. So I just opened up this just slightly. Wasn't a lot. I didn't do anything to the back end, just the front sides right here. Like the metal looked wavy, if you know what I mean. It looked wavy, so it wouldn't allow the rim to sit down flush. That was the first thing I had encountered. Then the second thing was this piece right here. This like strut piece that goes to the spring fork. I want that. So I mean, I could have took it off and not ran it without it and just put the bolt back in, but yeah, I'm not doing that. So I had to open this hole up slightly for the axle. So I'm thinking this is the wrong axle size, but it's a smaller size. So we're gonna get it fit though. We're getting it. I'm pretty much getting it. So I just gotta cut. The other one I got over there, right over there. I'm gonna be working on that here next. Getting that one drilled out and get that in and get this in and then set the rim in, tighten it all up. We're just kind of mocking it up right now. Then we'll go to the back end and probably have to do the same stuff to that back end. Hopefully not, but it's what it is. Now if we get all the rims on, not the tires, just the rims, get it mock up, we'll come back sorry, to this front fender and then drill out these little rivets and then see if I can fit that in and then figure out hardware. I might have to order some hardware. I got some stuff around here, but I got to figure out what I want to put up in here. I don't know yet. And then I ought to clean out some of this stuff while I'm got it apart, but I'll just take it apart again, like, you know, to get some of this rust off, the bar here. I might get some of the rust inside of the fender, possibly, while I got it out. I got to go get some steel wool. I don't have the triple or the quadruple, whatever it is. I got a stronger one, and I don't want to use it because it was scratching it. My Lowe's don't have it, so I have to go to Home Depot, which is a little bit further. It's like the next town over, so my town don't have a Home Depot. Alrighty. Let's keep going. Alright, the back rim went smooth, just like it was supposed to be. It just dropped right in, and bam. Cool thing is, this is good enough to recycle, so I'm going to recycle that, and I'm going to save the one that came off my new rim, because I got some rims that didn't come with those, so I'm going to have to Probably reuse that, like the Day of the Dead don't have one. Yeah, I'm procrastinating on that. Gotta get that. So that's probably gonna go to that build, and that will be pretty much completely done, almost. And then I'm gonna get this rim back off, and then I'm gonna probably I kind of want to do the rear first because it's gonna be the hardest with the let me see here, these twisted brackets. So my plan is to pretty much just cut this in the middle and then connect this end up top and this on the bottom like it's supposed to be. And then I'm gonna probably either heat it up or I'm gonna figure out how to flex it while it's on the bike. I think it'll be easier to flex it while it's on the bike to get it to kind of how I want it. So that's gonna be what we're gonna do with that back section, what I want to try. Yeah, so to make it like a, yeah, that's the only way I can really see how to do it if I want to keep it like that and to have that piece in the middle. So I don't know if we're gonna do that next or do the front. I think we're just gonna do the front. I don't know, cause I gotta drill these, and that's what I'm hesitant about. This I won't have to drill because it just comes on and off. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know. All right, just gotta cut. All right. Let's figure this out. All right, here it goes. I cut them in half, pretty much down the center of where the hole was. Now I'm gonna probably clean these up on the end, just that way I don't get no pop tires or anything. I'll have to figure that out. But this is the overall look we're gonna go with when we get to these side ones. And then I'll have to bend them like I said. We'll get it going. Let's get it on here and figure it out. All right, so here we go. We got both on. A little disappointed, but I will fix it. You can see there's a little gap right here between there and there. I'll probably mount something in there. I don't know, this is upside down the way you're looking at it. So I'll probably put something in there and mount it with another like little, I don't know, some kind of thing. But both sides look good. So basically what I did was, like I said, I cut it down the middle and then I put it on and then I bent it to the way it was needed to be. It bent pretty easy. If anybody wants to do that, that twist bends pretty easy. It didn't need no cracking, nothing like that, so it worked out pretty good. So next will probably be, might just take this rim back off and drill this out and do this rear. That'll probably be the easiest, to be honest with you. So let's get that next. All right, they drilled out pretty easy. Just get it from the back side. If you're gonna drill any out like this, it's just a plain rivet. You just drill the center out, it'll pop out. You can see how clean they look. They're not too bad. I didn't do anything from this side. It was just all from the back side. So now we'll try to get these sissy bars in there, or the flat double twisted little side things right here. Drawing them blank. Y'all know how it is. All right, let's keep going. All right, I had to stop because I didn't want to get any further because I haven't really been recording. You can hear it's real windy outside. We're under wind advisory, but that's cool. That's cool. It feels good. Garage doors open. Some stuff blew out and I had to go get it. But other than that, all right. So what's going on? We got the rims on, the tires on. The brackets are kind of nice, lined up. Kinda. I got to get them a little bit more straighter. I think just a little bit more. I just don't know how I'm gonna get it exactly straight. And then I got my coaster brake on. I don't have the chain on yet just because I don't know yet. I wasn't going to do it, but I decided to do it. I changed the cups out to new Lowrider cups. I think they were, I don't even remember what brand it was, but I got them in there. These are brand new ones, chrome. They're nice. They're a little bit pain in the butt to get out. I don't know why they were so tight. They were tight putting them in too. I've never had any that tight, but they fit. Now here's some of the parts that I'm going to kind of, I don't know, manipulate. All right, these bearings have more bearings in them. These were the new ones. They only got like 8 or some shit, or 9. So I was like, if you got more, it's a smoother ride. So I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and use these bearings. They got 11 bearings in them, and they fit in the cups just fine. Just fine. I'm not gonna put them in there yet. I'm gonna grease them up. I think they fit in there just fine. Yeah, they're in there just fine. Move around. So we're gonna use those. Now, I didn't have any plans for this sprocket originally. I just liked the way it looked, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. I kind of like that. There's only one vendor selling them on eBay, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pop that. It was like, I'm gonna cop that. It was like, I don't know, like some dust or something up there. I don't know what that, or rust starting. I don't know. I might have to clear coat this shit. Kind of looks like there's some rust starting up in there somewhere, right in there, or something got on it. That'll be all right though. So the only downside is this is a like 40 something tooth sprocket. But this son of a bitch is huge, man. Look at the size difference in that. You can literally see it dwarf shit. This is like almost 50. It's like 47 or 48. Maybe 49. I don't know. It's huge, dude. Like, I don't even know if I should change it out to the small one, homies, because the chain might interfere. I don't know. You can see it right here. It might catch on this bottom lip or the chain guard or something. So I guess I'll put it on there and we'll see what happens once I get the chain and all that on. But I might not be able to use this. I might have to just use this. Now, I did rob this off of the Smile Now Cry Later build. I had some parts swapped for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another one of these for that build. I'm doing this now, so I was like, I robbed it, so I got to replace it. So I'm going to try to replace it. Also got the handlebars on. I'm going to go ahead and use these grips for now. I just don't want to spend the money right now. And it matches up pretty good. It looks pretty dope. So we're going to leave it at that. And I looked at this seat post. I'm going to have to turn it back around because I put it on the wrong way. I think these little flanges or some shit. There's some flanges up here. I think they got to go to the bottom. But this is all one solid piece. It's one solid piece all the way down. It's like a rod. So there's no replacing that. Unless I, actually, you know what? I did come up with a way to do it. However, I don't want to do it yet. I might do it. If I change the grips and all that, I'm not limited on this. So basically, I did some tinkering earlier. I took the seat from my Nepali build, my cactus build. It's a 5-button seat, you know, a cush seat, 5-button suede seat. So I took it off and I took the parts and guts out of that piece right here and I switched them. And it would work, but I would have to clamp these two bars in more, and then it would hold that the smaller piece. So if I want to change it, I got the option. I may do it later. I just don't want to. I'm retooling the garage right now. I don't want to spend a bunch of money, you know, because the seat, that's $100 off the rip, and then the handlebar grips are probably another, I don't know, maybe 50. So that's 150 just between the seat and the grips. So I don't know. These grips look pretty dope. I paid like $30 for them, so they're nice. And this handlebar is unique. I haven't seen another one, so if y'all homie seen one, tell me, or show me. I don't know. I just thought it was unique. I haven't seen too many of these handlebars. I wanted the original style. That's kind of what the original style looked like. I got a pile over here of all the parts that I took off. The sissy bars, or not sissy bars, the fender bars, the pedals, the cups, handlebar grips, tires, rims, and there might be some more stuff over there that I ain't seen. But I'm going to get all this stuff off. Now we got the sprocket out, the crank. I mean, we're going full on this, man. We're going full as much as we can. Obviously, I don't want to change these forks. And believe it or not, these fucking forks, sorry for my language, are like $200 or $300. Or maybe more, maybe like $400. The stuff on this bike is ridiculous. That's why I'm saving everything. It's going back in that tote. I might take the tires off and just reuse them because they ain't the original tires. But I'll put the rims, I'll put everything in a tote. And I'm going to seal it or something because those parts, believe it or not, are crazy money. Just like this. Everything on this bike is crazy money. Like if you go to, like that's why I was worried about breaking anything or scratching stuff or whatever. The parts on this bike are ridiculous. I don't know if you ever seen the intro. I got the bike for $110, which is awesome. It's a crazy deal. And I got two of them for $220. It was a black one and a red one. You guys probably heard the story a million times. But yeah, like this bike brand new. This isn't an original 48. This is based off, it's a replica of a 1948 Roadmaster, I believe. They made 5,000 in 1998 of only 5,000 of these bikes, and I got two of them, which I got really lucky. It was a lady like in a small town, had to drive an hour to her, and yeah, it's a little rusty and crusty. I'm gonna fix all that up, but I want to just mock it up and get everything I wanted on it before I start getting this rust off. I'm probably gonna end up having to tear it back down, but I wanted to make sure everything fit before I start really messing with it and really cleaning it up, because that's the longest time, believe it or not. Like getting this stuff to fit was hard because it really wasn't meant for the bike. However, you know, cleaning it and detailing it is going to be way longer than just like taking a file and filing some of this out. So this rim fit fine, but the front one did not want to fit at all. Like some of the metal was jagged in the fork and it wasn't straight, so the threads were hitting it and it didn't want to go in. And I still need some hardware up here. You can see there I found a bunch of the regular hardware that I had right here, but I didn't have enough bolts. I was missing one or two screws and like 3, 4 bolts. I got like maybe literally one or two screws. I think one for there and then one for the back. I just put that on there so it hold. But obviously that's got to come back off because I'm gonna have to put the one down here on, and then this one's the back's good. I think. Yeah, the back is set up. The back is screwed in. So I need like 3 bolt head or 3 bolts and maybe 1 screw, which I'm gonna look on Amazon or something. So I might not need that many. I'm only need 1 bolt, and then I'll do a screw here, a regular one, and then do 2 different ones up here, like style wise. I'm gonna go look for some old school stuff like to put on this. I'm trying to keep the theme kind of old school. I don't want to do it too new school. That's kind of why you see like the classic style handlebars twisted, and then I'm doing this like flat twist on both. That's the classic look to me, is the flat twist. All right, so I guess that's it. Let's figure out this right here, get all this on, and then we'll come back in. I hope you all are enjoying the build. You guys will like it, I know. Once it gets all cleaned up and I get all this off, I'm probably gonna have to maybe take this whole fender off and take the whole back end off again just to get this. And I'm gonna do it before I set the chain up because I got that olive chain and I'm gonna have to break one down to add more links in because this is getting the olive chain hopefully. And that's another reason I may have to change back to that bigger sprocket because that olive chain is kind of big and it's not gonna give. I don't know, this is kind of bent weird, so I don't know if it's gonna come under and hit, or if it's going to be good, or if it's going to be good with the chain guard. We'll have to see. You know, when you start messing with the crank or sprocket, stuff messes around and changes quite a bit. So we'll have to see how that goes. So let's continue on. Alright, so check it out. I love my freaking chain breaker. It worked perfect for this olive chain. I haven't got it on yet, but I'm going to show you what's going on. And honestly, this chain breaker worked better than me. What I mean is, I put a link in here to connect this chain. Pretty sure somewhere. I don't think. Yeah, it's somewhere. You can't even tell because I used their link. It came with one. I have an extra one now, right here. That was more a pain in the ass, right there. The one in the center. See how there's no labeling? That was more of a pain in the ass than doing this right here with my chain breaker. I should have just did it to begin with, but I'm not taking it back off now. Normally I make the chain one solid piece. I like it like that. So we're going to go ahead and put this on here now. I got that in right there, that perfect end. And then that with the thing still in it, I just got to reverse my chain breaker and then tighten it up. And then maybe flex the tire back a little bit, which we got plenty of space to flex it back. So we should be good. So let's get this chain on. And I don't feel... I mean, the chain was awesome, like, to be able to do it. I know a lot of people struggle, but this right here worked perfect for it. So this was like a cheap one I got. I don't remember how much it was. It was under 20 bucks. But yeah, I love this little thing right here. Just don't abuse it too much and it'll work for you. Alright, so let's get this chain connected and let's continue on. Alright, here it goes. I did have problems with the chain, but however, it wasn't the chain. It was me not paying attention. I actually had to break this chain down about 4 times. And it about 10 minutes every time. And then I put the links back. There's one link I got to put back in there. But this was the deal. You see this little adjuster right here? So basically this is pushing against my axle. I had to change the depth of this. I had to get this little wrench right here and change the depth of it so I could fix the chain. Because no matter where I was at in the chain, it seemed like it was in between a link. And I'm like, man, how can I'm breaking it and I'm making it shorter, but the link's not... It's like a half a link. I'm like, what's going on? So I kind of looked at it, and I knew this. I thought this had to do with the brake system because there's a brake and a light. You can see it right here. It's got like a light back here with a switch, and that has to do when you brake. There's like some system. I have no idea. But so basically, I moved both of these back on each side because there's one on each side for the axles. And then the chain got it fit, so now I'm going to bring the tire back as much as I can and make this chain as tight as I can, and then just tighten these back and then put my lugs on. So it's a little bit different of a system. So yeah, it is what it is. It took me a little while to figure it out, but now that I got it, I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down, and we got the chain. We'll get the chain guard on next, and we'll continue on. All right, we got this almost done here. There's always a little bit of something to do, though. Always a little bit of something. But it's really nice outside right now. It's like 72 degrees in January. So today is Friday, y'all. I think it's like the 8th or something. I don't know, somewhere in there. I got these on. Everybody's probably like, wow, they might not be completely straight yet because I'm waiting. I'll get them completely straight in a second. But there's the sprocket I ended up using. The crank, which I robbed from the, like I said, the Cry Now Smile Later, so I'll have to pick one of those up later. And then the paint's going to retain. I fixed the seat post. You guys seen that? Those flanges were supposed to be at the top. What it was there was flanges on these on this post, and I thought maybe I had it backwards. But when I took it apart and looked at it, those flanges have to stay at the top so the seat posts don't drop all the way down into the bar here, and then you screwed and lose it. I don't even know where you get one like that. That's different. So what I ended up doing is I had hardware, little ones left. Like I said, I was waiting on my hardware. So I'm missing one screw on the other side of this fender because I didn't want to. I could have, but I didn't want to put these dice. I had to use these dice. This is what I wanted. I ordered some dice to go with that, and then I ended up ordering these little metal dice down here. They're smaller, so they're not as obnoxious or loud. So I ended up getting those. You can get those on, I think it was Amazon for, man, they got like multiple color ones, and they'll send like, let me show you my pack right here. This is the pack that they send them in. They're kind of small, so just know that when you get them. They're kind of small if you get them, but they do multiple colors of these. And I mean, those two came with this, so there was 2 more reds in here. And it was like $8. So yeah, that's pretty. And they're aluminum. They're like steel. They're not plastic, polymer. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. That was eBay. I would send a link, but I'm not affiliated or anything like that. I still got to get all the rust off of this though. I mocked it up. It's good. It's good. I might just keep it like this for a little while until I can get that other screw. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done and got to start doing. That way I can eliminate some of these projects and clean up my garage. But you can see I got 3 or technically 4 lowriders now. I got this one's kind of a lowrider style. Y'all probably thinking those wings. And by the way, I wasn't trying to do like a DIY knockoff when I did these. These knockoffs are like original to the period of this bike, so they're a little expensive. So that you can't say I was trying to be cheaper with doing these like knockoff style, like looking at tap adapters, whatever these things are called. They're like a I don't know. It's just something from the period, but they're probably roughly around $25 to $30 a piece. So you're looking at about the same price as regular lowrider knockoffs. But I wanted these because it was more fitting to the style of this bike, and it was you could pick your color of your insert. Well, they didn't have too many colors though. I think they had. I don't remember if they had clear because I wanted to get this for the other project, the other one like this, the black one, but they didn't have black, and I don't think they had silver. I can't remember. They have blue, red, and green, I think. And they didn't have yellow either, I don't believe, like the amber colors. But there we go. Hope y'all like it. Hope y'all enjoy it. No secrets over here. It's all... Gotta clean it up, though. Gotta clean it up. I don't know if that's in there all the way or not. Looking at that little screw. Looks like it. And then that's the little screw in the nut I'm missing. I got a screw, I just gotta find a nut. So I might go to Lowe's or something like that. So I'll be able to do that. And like I said, I want to keep it super classic. So the dice are all right with me because I got dice on my valves. So I got 2 dice up here and 2 dice on my valves. And then, like I said, if I do something with his ass end, I might put some reflectors or reflector or something right there. Even though I got this one back here. And then I still got a couple other things I'm going to do here. I got to figure that out. I actually almost forgot about it. I probably showed y'all in the video, though. Where is it at? It's somewhere up in here, right here. This little antenna piece. I want to put it probably up in here. I got some tape. I think I showed it or not. This Scotch mount tape. Extreme indoor, outdoor use. I'm going to see if I can manipulate to where I can put that on there. If I can't do it with this, then I know I can drill in with that and then get some kind of bolt to come through the top and just connect it to that, like I was going to connect an antenna. I just want it kind of like a hood ornament almost. So let me go ahead and get this part, I guess, done, and then we'll finish the video and try to upload it today. All right. Hope y'all having a good weekend. Let's continue on. All right, here we go. I decided not to use this mounting tape. You can see it's not even open. That was like a if I had to situation. So this is what I ended up doing right here. Is I ended up drilling a hole through it. It's pretty center there. You kind of see. Don't look at the post. Look at the actual light itself. Yeah, so it's in there. So now what we do is this right here, this antenna piece. If y'all ain't seen it, these are kind of expensive too. I've got a short on this. These some of the things are like 25 bucks, but it went with the style of this bike, so I was like, yeah, I want that. They're like for truckers or something. I came across it on eBay. I was like looking for things that would match this, and I just used my AI and did the little circle on the screen and seen everything that would pop up with it. So there's a little hint in how I find some of my stuff sometimes. So basically you just put this over top of that right there like that, and then you tighten the side screws of it, and then I'm gonna throw all these components, push them back in and all that. Nothing touches, so we're good there. I might need to I'm gonna push that up too when I tighten this down. So let's get all this back together, and then we'll continue on, and hopefully we'll get this video out. All right, we got it all back together, but I will say I had to pull this nut back out, the screw, so I can put a nut underneath, so when I tighten it up from underneath, this bolt wouldn't move left to right. It was still threaded, and it threaded through, but there was still a little left to right, and I didn't like it because it moved a little bit. But now it doesn't move at all. It's rock solid. So basically all you do is have to tighten those things on the side after I put the bolt in. It looks pretty straight to me. Pretty even with the center bolt right here. So yeah, we're good on that. So there it is overall right now. What I really want to get now is a kickstand for it, but I'm pausing all my lowrider expenses right now. It's still paused because I'm doing some of my retooling still. I'll show y'all what I'm working on right now, just to give it a more, video, more content. But however, I have to pause the camera just for a second. All right, like it never happened. I had to pause it because I had something on this table I didn't want y'all to see. So here's my table. Here's what's going on. You can see I got quite a bit on it now. Got all my grinding tools, all my cutting tools on this side. This isn't just going to be a welding table. It's going to be like my fabrication, my metal. It's going to be like a catch-all table once I get it done. My plasma cutting table, everything. So I end up getting these pieces right here. This is just kind of to hold it like on the things. And I can also, like if I wanted to, I'm going to try, maybe not right now, but see how I can do that. I can maybe attempt to maybe heat up some metal, throw it down real quick, and then bend it as I'm heating it up. So I do see myself getting a torch later. I'm just not ready for that yet. It's kind of expensive. They're $300 to $400, and I gotta figure out where I'm gonna fill it and all that. I gotta go to Lowe's. I gotta go to Lowe's or Home Depot pretty bad. I need the screws to mount my vise. I did all this. This is the first thing I kind of welded. I wish I would have did the stick welder for this, but you can see right where I did it underneath, bolted around. It's all right. It's on there, but I don't know if it's gonna hold. It'll be a repair I'll be able to do when I get better at welding properly. So this is my vise, which just came apart, which is bullshit. All right, hang on, let me fix this real quick. All right, so this is how the vise is gonna be. I put a bunch of shorts, not really shorts, but I posted a video of the product on my YouTube comment section for the community post. I get no kickbacks for this or nothing. I just thought it was a real cool vise. I've had vices. Had a vise for years. I have a few of them. So I thought, yeah, this one would be cool. So I could do the same thing with this top. I was thinking, where I could bend some wires or whatever, and this will hold a 2x4. It holds different stuff bigger because it's got these clips right here, so you can set stuff on top of this and close the vise in, and it gets bigger objects. Then I got a little thing right there to hit hammers. Now I will tell you why I had to weld this. This isn't the proper jig for this table, or should say cart, because it's a movable cart, mobile. That's what I want. I want a mobile so I can take it outside because I can't weld in here. So yeah. So basically there was a gap underneath. I don't know if I can show you. There's a gap underneath here that wouldn't allow it to completely go down flush. And I didn't want to make any spacers or anything because it would have had to been god long spacers, and I was like, man, how am I going to do that? So basically I just pushed it down, had it sitting down, and I welded it underneath right there, so it's completely structured. It's not going to come off unless it breaks, like my welds or anything. It's not going to come off unless the welds break, but it's permanently on there. That's what I wanted. I'm not going to move this vise. That's where I wanted it, so that's where it is. And then I got a another top end of the table coming, which is smaller than this one, but it's just going to hook into these holes like temporarily. I'll see how it works. It's going to be here in a couple months. I don't want to wait to do any kind of videos on this, or maybe in a couple months, but it's just for the plasma side where I can have the grates attached to where I can plasma cut and not have to worry about fucking my table up. But yeah, I got magnets under here. You can see I got my magnets right there. I got 4 of them, I think. Harbor Freight had them on sale for like $3 or something. Yeah, there's a 4th one right there, like under $3. And these are the bigger ones that are usually a little bit more money. So I popped those, I got those, grabbed those up. I bought every one they had. I wanted 4, which I was glad they had 4, because like I said, I got every one they had, and all they had was 4, so I'm happy about that. Now my helmet did not fit that I originally bought, which was kind of a disappointment. Yeah, I got a fat head, so I'm stuck with the Harbor Freight helmet for now until I get a better one. Which, yeah, that was a cheap one, and then the other one that I got was a little bit more money, but it don't fit me, so yeah, that's how that works. So I'll wait. I got the gloves. I really like these gloves I got. They're better than the ones I had. These ones right here, I got them off Amazon, I think for like $20 or $30. I can't really remember, but they're nice. I like them a lot. They're thicker, they're fireproof. Yeah, they go all the way up your sleeve. That's why I like them, because these ones I still get kind of hit up above my elbow, so these are good. I keep the other ones in here because I want to teach my son and my mom how to weld after I learn how to weld. She wants to know, so she wants to be able to make stuff. Sorry, I'm all up close, can't get it back in there. Oh yeah, and I made this like little, it's just bullshit. It's like a little, it's some of the metal, the sheet metal that I was trying to use up on the Lowriders before I started welding, so I just went ahead and used this to get some more of it out of the way, so when I get ready to get the good metal, you know, that'll make it quicker to get rid of that metal. But this isn't like a tray, it's heavy. It flexes a little bit, you can see right there, but it's not to hold anything. Why I put this up here is to keep any kind of debris from falling down to my machines if I'm welding or anything like that. And I also have a welding blanket up here that I got for if I want to do anything, cover it up or anything like that. That was the original thought. I was going to cover that up with a blanket, but the blanket just sagged too much, and I didn't want to get on the machines, overheat the machines or something like that. So I just made that little sheet right there with some zip ties and just threw my light stuff up there, my gloves, that blanket, and that's about it. And then I attached this right here, which is just a little tray. Some of the extra bolts that were with the cart that I didn't use, and then my stick welder end, and then some little clamps and stuff like that I might be able to use later. I just kept them up there. And then go to this side, underneath my mallets and all that are right here. My mallets, my little hammers, scraper hammers, clamps. There's not anything on the back side yet. That might be where I mount that plasma thing if it's not too wide. I don't want to keep the cart extremely wide. So yeah, that's that. And then I ended up getting this belt sander. I've been wanting one for a long time. They're like $100. You can, if I can cut it on for you. Yeah, I think my power's on. Just don't know where the switch is at now. I think I put the machine in an awkward position to get it. Yeah, right there. So that's pretty dope. On the side right there, yeah. So I ended up, let me cut that off. Ended up getting at a Harbor Freight for like 90 or 80 bucks. I used a coupon. They had a 15% off or 20% off anything in the store. So I was like, yeah, I'll get this. They only had one of them, and I was kind of wanting one for a while, so yeah, I'll get it. It beats this right here, especially when you get wide objects or something that you can't really manipulate on that little section right there where you can't really get into it. So that's going to help me out a lot. And then I got this thing right here I'm going to have to try to figure out. I got it together. I rigged it up to where it doesn't move that much, as in right here, the side plate. If y'all check out some shorts on other people's, you'll see where they had to fix this type thing, where I knew I was getting into that when I got into it, where I was going to have to maybe fix it and all that, which I got kind of lucky because I didn't have to bend or flex this anything. I just added a washer on this side to where there was no there's just a little bitty play left, not much, and I probably could fix that if I changed out this pin, but I really don't want to change that pin out. And then this right here is good. There's like, it lines up. Now what I had to do was a little ghetto. I took a saw blade on this side, riveted in, and they got a spacer in here, and I just put that spacer in there and drilled through that spacer. It's a metal spacer in here, like a bolt, it comes with it. It's about that big around, just sits in there. So when you tighten this up and down, it connects to that to a full. So when I drilled it, I made sure it was upside down, so I drilled into that and riveted into that. And I had to do it on two sides, right here and there, and that's just to take up the slack that was inside of this where it moved. It would move crazy. So that's just a little DIY thing I did. And then I also got this down here, which I haven't even got out of the box yet. Got some clamps. There's been some modifications that people made to these. This is basically a 30-inch bending brake. What this does is it bends metal and folds it perfectly, or close to perfect, more than I'll be able to do. And then I got some end pieces right here, like if I want to like just flex it by hand or whatever. I got a lot of stuff to learn, that's for dang sure. I was thinking like this, being able to use that, why I kind of got that is to be able to go down like the, how can I put it? Like maybe the back section right here and making it real square. And then, yeah, you could do some different things with it. It would be kind of cool. So I got that. That wasn't a lot of money. That was probably like, that was under 70 or 80 bucks. And I went back with that same coupon because they gave you 15, 20%. What it was a coupon for the beginning of the year that you could use one time a day for 4 days. So I ended up getting that, and I ended up getting that 2 separate days. Alright, well, this is Tennessee Lolos. I hope everybody has a good evening, good night, good afternoon, good weekend, whatever day it is. And just hang in there and keep riding.